I grew up the quiet kid. Ask anyone who knew me, really. And you know, I was ashamed of being one for a long time. I felt like people put me in this box and disregarded me because I didn't say anything, when I myself didn't know who I even was. I was just quiet. I felt confused about myself and maybe life in a way. When people perceive you as quiet, to me, I feel like people think you're boring. You have nothing fun to offer them. The minute you don't have much to say, people will then have enough information on you based from judging you in those first few minutes. You're shy, you're awkward, you're boring, you're as basic as everyone else. When to me, as a quiet person, that's so far from the truth. If someone could live in my mind for a day, you'd see the beauty, appreciation, and curiosity I have for life and this planet, this entire experience. I think people are too afraid to be with themselves. The minute they're stuck with their thoughts, their own self-reflection, it could easily get dark. And I understand this. So many people here fill their head with chatter, with distraction, stimulating their minds with memes, photos, and videos every single day. Their lives are so active, of constant movement from one activity to the next. People feel strange and out of place when they're doing nothing, or there's just silence around them. The only thing left for them to do is take out their phone and escape the discomfort of an opportunity with themselves. An opportunity to look within, to check in on yourself. How are you really doing? Are you happy with where you're going in life? Do you like yourself? Those can be scary questions to answer. I think when you're naturally as quiet as I am, these questions come up frequently. And more, like, why are we here? And maybe you're someone who explores those ideas instead of being frightened or intimidated by them. You explore theories, so your mind expands and becomes beautiful, honestly. By being with yourself, in your own silence, you become an observer. I consider myself one, I guess. I love looking around. I love listening to all the sounds. People's voices and conversations. You stop and stare. You really take the time to look at what's in front of you. And that's the sad thing too, is that people are just literally walking by all of it. They don't realize they're alive, breathing, and walking down the street right now. They're in a body. They can see a sky. They can touch grass. They can smell someone's cooking from around the neighborhood. We're too preoccupied about our problems, what's next on our to-do list. We don't ever take the time to just experience. But as a quiet person, I take plenty of time to do this. Since I'm alone a lot, I'll walk down a street and wonder who else has walked here. Staring at the architecture of a building, wondering how it was built. Or just appreciation that it's there, and I get to take in its scale and beautiful design. Being quiet is also pointing out all these small things people miss. Life feels more like an adventure, I guess, instead of a duty or a task to finish. Life moves slower being observant, which is comforting in the fast-paced world we live in. Because time really does go by. It does move fast. And I think it's safe to say we want to take in as much of this experience as possible, but yet I think we forget to do so anyway, or maybe the wrong way. I think people believe you need to have big achievements and crazy one-of-a-lifetime memories to have a good, fulfilling, happy life well spent. But I think there's way more anyone can do to experience it to the fullest. Noticing those small things. Noticing the sky above you. Taking a minute to touch that pretty flower. Just sitting with yourself and being in the moment, being aware that you are alive right now, and being grateful of it. After nearly 2 decades of being labeled the quiet kid, for the first time, I'm proud of that label. And I've had people tell me now that I've changed. And I have. I am more assured and confident in myself as a person. But I am still quiet. I just don't show that to people anymore. It's a precious ability to me that I now want to protect, instead of people misjudging it. No one understands the comfort in the silence. I am a quiet person, but because people aren't comfortable in their own silence, I have to keep up a conversation. After a few seconds of silence, the silence becomes awkward between you two. And so we come up with small talk to start up something good, I guess. I haven't been truly comfortable around anyone yet to really be myself. I wish I could just sit with someone, and once it got quiet, we stayed quiet until one of us had something they actually wanted to say. I think we'd have many more meaningful conversations and deeper connections with others if it wasn't for this fear of silence. There's so much beauty in just absorbing life through our senses, of touch, smell, seeing, listening, tasting. Why can't we just sit and watch the clouds change shape? Why can't we appreciate the smell of the rain? Or the sound of the distant highway? People are driving along that highway. They're going somewhere. I wonder where. And what's their life like? See, that's the way my mind is. It's enough to just be silent. Being quiet can be enjoyable, not boring, not excruciating. I hope one day people embrace their own company, their deeper thoughts, and curiosity in something they would typically miss to notice. I think once you open your mind to the quote-unquote challenge, you'll never go back. Your world expands. It's no longer just about you. Life is more than our problems, our insecurities, worries, or regrets. It's a human experience where joy, peace, and beauty can be found. You just have to slow down. Quiet your mind. Don't say anything. Look around. Listen. Your mind will do the rest.